have been lied to straight to our faces. Since you were conscious, the system has repeated the same exhausting mantra. If you want to be rich, work hard, study a difficult degree, grind 60 hours a week, and maybe, just maybe, you'll retire with dignity. How cute. What an adorable lie. Today, we are not going to talk about Elon Musk launching rockets or Jeff Bezos building a logistics empire. That is boring. Today, we are going to analyze the legends who got filthy rich selling rocks, bottled air, empty pixels, and poorly written memes. Let's travel to 1975. The United States was depressed after the Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal. People needed to laugh, or maybe they had just lost their minds. Enter Gary Dahl, an advertising copywriter sitting in a California bar, listening to his friends complain about their pets. My dog tore up the sofa. My cat won't use the litter box. Gary, half joking, dropped the line that would change his life. My pet is perfect. It doesn't eat, doesn't poop, and is immortal. His friends laughed, but Gary saw the business. He bought gray rocks from a construction supplier for a penny each. But here's the trick. He didn't sell the rock, he sold the experience. He designed a cardboard box with breathing holes and wrote a 32-page manual dripping with sarcasm on how to train your rock for commands like sit and stay. He sold it for $3.95. The result? It became a national sensation. Gary appeared on The Tonight Show. He sold 1.5 million rocks in 6 months. He retired a millionaire before the year ended. The lesson here is brutal. The product doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the story you tell. The year's 2005. Alex, too, is a student who doesn't want to go into debt for college. Instead of getting a decent job, he decides to create a website that is basically an empty digital billboard of 1 million pixels. His offer was simple. Give me $1 and I'll sell you a pixel to put whatever you want. It looked like a digital pyramid scheme, but the internet, in its infinite wisdom, loved it. Within months, companies around the world were fighting to put their tiny logo on that visual alphabet soup. Alex sold the last batch of pixels on eBay for $38,000. He raised exactly $1,037,100. A kid in pajamas made more in 4 months than a neurosurgeon makes in 2 years. Before TikTok and Instagram, humor on the internet was primitive. In 2007, two guys, Eric Nakagawa and Kari Unabasami, shared a photo of a British short-hair cat that seemed to be smiling, with a poorly written caption in lol speak. I can has cheeseburger. It was stupid. It was childish. But the internet adopted it like a religion. They created a blog to host more photos of grammatically terrible cats. Traffic exploded. They reached 1.5 million daily visits. What happened next is financial history. A group of investors, seeing that people wasted hours looking at cats, bought the site for $2 million in cash. Nakagawa went from sharing memes to being a Silicon Valley multimillionaire. This case taught us that entertainment doesn't have to be smart, it just has to be addictive. Let's enter the modern era of absurdity, NFTs. Gozali is an average Indonesian student. From ages 18 to 22, he took a selfie every single day sitting in front of his computer with the same face of existential boredom. His plan was to make a time-lapse video for his graduation. But as a joke, he decided to upload the photos as NFTs to OpenSea. The internet worked its magic. People started buying Gozali's bored face as if they were digital Picassos. The trading volume exceeded $1 million. Gozali literally monetized his face of not wanting to do anything. Silicon Valley sometimes loses its mind. In 2014, an app called Yo was launched. What did the app do? It allowed you to send a notification to your friends that said, "Gee, yo." That's it. You couldn't send photos, text, or location. Just yo. It took 8 hours to code. In a rational world, this would have been ignored. In our world, it secured $1.5 million in investor funding and was valued at $10 million. Think about that. Next time someone tells you your business idea needs a complex market study, just say, yo. A classic. In 1943, Richard James, a naval engineer, was looking for a way to use springs to protect sensitive equipment on ships during storms. One of his prototypes fell off the table. Instead of rolling or sitting still, the spring walked. It stepped down a book, then to the table, then to the floor. Richard saw the hypnotic movement and called his wife, Betty. Betty looked in the dictionary and found the word slinky. They took out a $500 loan to manufacture 400 units. At first, toy stores laughed at them. Who is going to buy a rusty metal spring? But Richard convinced Gimbel's store in Philadelphia to do a live demo. As soon as the kids saw the spring walking downstairs, they went wild. They sold out the entire stock in 90 minutes. Since then, they have sold over 350 million Slinkies. Estimated earnings, over $250 million. Sometimes an engineer's mistake is an entrepreneur's treasure. Have you ever looked at your dog and thought he lacks style? Ronnie D. Lullo did. In 1997, she noticed her border collie, Midnight, was sensitive to sunlight. Instead of leaving him at home, Ronnie designed anatomical sunglasses for dogs. Doggles was born. At first, the idea seems like meme fodder, sunglasses for dogs. Ridiculous. But Ronnie was smart. She didn't sell it just as fashion, but as veterinary health, UV and dust protection. Turns out there is a massive market of pet owners with too much money and too much free time. But the masterstroke came when the U.S. military started buying doggles for their dogs in Iraq to protect them from sandstorms. It is now a multi-million-dollar company. What started as a silly accessory is now tactical military gear. If you can sell to the Pentagon, you can sell to anyone. Welcome to the dystopia. In 2014, Moses Lamb and Troy Paquette, two Canadian pranksters, decided to auction a Ziploc bag full of air on eBay. The first one sold for 99 cents, the second for $168. They looked at each other and said, "We have a business." They founded Vitality Air. Their process is absurdly simple. They go to Banff National Park, hook up giant tubes, and compress fresh air into aluminum cans. They designed a special nozzle for inhaling. Their market, China, India, and Korea, places where smog is unbearable. They started shipping cargoes of 4,000 bottles to China, and they sold out in seconds. At $20 or $30 a bottle, they are selling the planet's most abundant resource at the price of cheap wine. It is the ultimate proof that value is subjective. What is free for you is an unattainable luxury for someone else. Dong Nguyen, a Vietnamese developer, created a game in a weekend using recycled graphics and physics that made you want to throw your phone against the wall. Flappy Bird. The game was objectively bad, frustrating, and simple. It had no story, no good graphics, no sense. Suddenly, it went viral. At its peak, the game was generating $50,000 a day just in advertising. $50,000 daily for a pixelated bird crashing into green pipes. The creator ended up deleting the game because it ruined his simple life, which is the most luxurious problem I have ever heard. Before revealing number one, 3 honorable mentions that almost broke my stupidity meter. First, the Kickstarter potato salad. In 2014, Zach Danger Brown asked for $10 to make a salad. The internet lost its mind and donated $55,000. He threw a massive salad party. The end. Second, ship your enemies glitter. An Australian guy created a site to ship envelopes full of glitter to people you hate. It's the herpes of craft supplies. It went so viral he sold the site for $85,000 in a few weeks. And third, the International Star Registry, a company that charges you to name a star. Spoiler, NASA doesn't recognize those names. You are paying $50 for a printed PDF, evil geniuses. We reach the king, the $80 billion joke. In 2013, Bitcoin started rising and the world filled with unbearable crypto evangelists. Jackson Palmer and Billy Marcus wanted to mock them. They copied the Litecoin code, slapped a Shiba Inu dog face on it, and used Comic Sans font. They called it Dogecoin. The plan was for it to be a worthless coin for tipping in forums. But the internet is unpredictable. The Reddit community adopted the dog. They started using it for charity, funding the Jamaican bobsled team. It was fun. Then came Elon Musk. With a series of tweets, the richest man in the world transformed this meme into a global financial asset. In 2021, Dogecoin rose 12,000%. People who invested their savings as a joke woke up millionaires. A coin created explicitly to be useless. Garbage surpassed the market value of Honda or Dell. If this doesn't convince you that the economy is a casino run by monkeys with internet, nothing will. If you've made it this far, I assume you possess the refined taste required to join our select minority. Admission to the club is free. Simply subscribe. Do it now. To make your mind your most valuable asset, I have personally selected these two valuable recommendations for you. Knowledge is the only luxury that pays no tax. See you at the top.